Hey, what's up guys, it's Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Forged His Own Destiny. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie. And before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to my boy Jimmy Dice for suggesting me this idea. Now, before continuing this, I will be uploading a story on my second channel. And funny story, the reason why I didn't upload yesterday was because the internet was a mess. I got the, wire fixed and all, but the guy that came before, well, he didn't do his job properly. He was boasting that he has done a lot of stuff and you don't need to worry about anything and this and that. I was like, okay, man, if you say so. In the end, yeah, after a few hours, the same issues arise, and I had to call the, my internet provider back. And in the end, everything was resolved. It was quite an hassle and quite an interesting event of a day. Now, aside from my personal life and reasoning for not uploading, well, I will be uploading a story on my second channel. I just have to pick out an idea from your comments. So yeah, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel, as well as leave your ideas in the comment section. I promise I do read your comments. And tell me if you want another series, like 2-part series or 3-part series, like what we did, previously on my channel, the new one. Anyways, the intro has been done along. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato on October 11th at the time of sunrise. Smokes were rising on the outskirts of the village, and many of the buildings on the outskirts alongside the protective wall was demolished as well. And a lot of Konoha's jonins, shinobis and anbus were gathered on the outskirts, recovering those who have died and those who were injured were being treated by the medics. While this was going on, now we go towards the center, where we see the current Kage Minato Namikaze being bandaged up, and aside with him was his wife Kushina Uzumaki, who was also in a somewhat serious condition, but she was gladly awake and, well, was suffering from only chakra depletion. And in their hands were their two kids, Menma Uzumaki Namikaze and Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, as they were identical carbon copies of their father and mother. Menma was, well, identical to Kushina with Minato's face. As for Naruto, he was identical with, well, Minato with Kushina's face. And right beside them was Hiruzen Sarutobi, the previous Hokage, who was retired and he was currently relaxing. I'm glad that was over. Now, can you please tell me, Minato, what in the hell went wrong? And where is my wife? As Minato then got serious. Hiruzen-sama, about that. You see, what happened was, last night, everything was going according to plan, until a masked person appeared. And? She was killed. I see. Hiruzen said as his eyes closed. Then how did the QB broke free? What did he do? He took one of our child as a hostage. Damn it. And anything you know about this man's identity? You don't have to worry about that, Sensei, said Jiraiya as he arrived there. Yes, as Jiraiya said, you don't, Sensei. As on the other side, a black-haired man with pale skin arrived with yellow irises. Orochimaru, you're here. Yes. One day, I leave for one day on the outskirts of the village to grab some flowers for testing, and this happens in the village. Seriously, Minato. Well, Orochimaru, sometimes things like this happen. Yes, Orochimaru-sama. Enough, Orochimaru, let them be, said Jiraiya. Whatever you say, Jiraiya. And let me guess, you two were not here and was busy with whoring around then with your, I presume, novel, as you call it? Yeah, it is a novel. And plus, I was not whoring around. Same thing, Jiraiya. Enough, both of you, said Hiruzen. Look around you. We have still a lot of shinobis who needs help. Orochimaru, son, why don't you go and help the medics a bit? Hi. Will do as you say, Tojan. As Orochimaru, adoptive son of Hiruzen Sarutobi, left, As now we see that Jiraiya then looked towards Hiruzen. Geez, Sensei, I still can't believe that you adopted him. After, shh, enough. He has been through a lot, Jiraiya. And he has been alongside all of you, my precious student. And if he was in need, or any of you were, I would help you out. Well, that is good and dandy, but I'm here for a reason, Sensei. You see, the toads contacted me in the early morning, and that is why I arrived here. I see. And what would that be? Can't discuss here. We had to go somewhere safe. Well, I'll call Orochimaru. Orochimaru, come to the office. As now we see that everyone arrived there after Orochimaru agreed. As now we see, Hiruzen then said, Alright, now the thing that I wanted to talk about is that, well, Pa and Ma, Fukusaka and Shima-sama, the elders of the Toad clan appeared, and they revealed a prophecy to me. A child born with the power given to him by the nature, and blessed with amount of godly strength and abilities, will be the savior. He will be tested, and he will learn from legends. And he will become the bridge between the Bijus and the humans, and also will solve all the problems of the world. Damn, that is one long prophecy, Jiraiya. Yeah, I know, Orochimaru, seriously. I couldn't believe myself. So, what are you getting at, Jiraiya? Well, the last part. Born from the yellow flash and red death of the village hidden in the leaves. The child will bring such peace. Okay, now I see why you are here and why you were anticipated about this. Said Orochimaru. As Jiraiya nodded, okay, so both of them might be the child of prophecy. No, the prophecy clearly states, Sensei, that it is only one. And I intend to follow the prophecy. I am sorry to say this, but yes, I have to. As everyone looked at him with shocked-filled expression. Wait, Sensei, Minato, I told you that I have been given a prophecy, and half of it was revealed, but now it has completely changed and revealed in a new way to me by the Toads. And as your sensei and their godfather, it is my right to choose. Who is the child who has the chakra of the Biju? Wait, what? Jiraiya, you don't have to do this. I mean, what if it is the other one with the soul? Said Orochimaru. It can't be. The soul of the Kyuubi doesn't possess any power, said Minato. Just like we discussed the seal, right? If it ever came to that. Yes, Sensei. I believe that it is Menma. Yes, Kushina said it is Menma who has the chakra of the Kyuubi. Naruto possesses the soul. Wait, so what are you gonna do, Jiraiya, now that you know? Well, we're gonna go somewhere in hiding, because the world cannot know, and that masked person is still out there, said Minato, cutting in Jiraiya. He can be a danger to both Naruto and Menma, and we can't take them both as well, said Jiraiya. What? Said Hiruzen. Yes, we can't take them both, Sensei. Are you insane? You're going to tear apart a family that has been created by two orphans. Jiraiya, are you insane? Said Orochimaru again, in baffled look, as Jiraiya with a stone-cold expression then said, No, I'm not. I know what I'm doing, but on one side there is only one life that we won't let get ruined. And on the other side there is a whole world. Which would you pick, Orochimaru? I wouldn't pick latter. I would let the fate play out its deed and things, as we should. To hell with the fate. Look where it got Tsunade today, as they all flinched, knowing that the fate has taken, and taken alone, and only from Tsunade, never giving anything back. As it should be, fate can be cruel to some, but it can be kind to the others. But Jiraiya, what you are doing is against the order of the nature itself. It might go against the prophecy. It won't. If it would have, the Toads wouldn't have given the prophecy to me from the beginning, Sensei. Listen, I know what I'm doing, okay? Minato, Kushina, both of you trust me, right? Yes, we do, but no buts. Tell me, do you completely trust me or not? We do, Sensei, said Minato, looking at his wife as both of them nodded. As Hiruzen and Orochimaru were not having a good feeling about this. As now we see that it half an hour later, Minato Kushina arrived there in a yellow flash as Jiraiya waited. So you really have decided, huh, Kushina? Minato. Mito-sama would have been disappointed, as Kushina flinched, hearing the name of her, idol, and the former princess of the Uzumakis who died. Orochimaru-sama, Hiruzen-sama, enough, Kushina. Please do not say these kinds of words to us. It's already hard for us to choose and do this. We have to do this. Sensei is right, we cannot pick one life. As he said, which we won't let get ruined, as you are thinking. And we can't just do that. There is a whole world to save, a lot of opportunities, and Naruto might come to realize that what we did was the right thing in the end. But what if he doesn't? Said Orochimaru. Then it's his loss, and we will make sure that he sees it is, and in the end he will come to us. Said Jiraiya. Do you even know what you are saying, Jiraiya? These kinds of words have a karma, and karma comes to bite you in the ass so hard that you will regret it, said Orochimaru, as now they had a stare down. Enough, said Hiruzen. Hand over the kid. You all can leave. But Tojan, you can't just... Enough, Orochimaru. As I said, they are allowed to leave. Now leave. Hiruzen, I said leave. Do not make me repeat myself, Minato. I will take the mentality of the Kage again to do your duties until you return. Sensei, enough, Jiraiya. I said leave. Do you want me to spell it out for you? Write it down in a scroll. Leave, goddammit. I'm not in the mood. As after handing over the kid, they were about to leave. Until Minato stopped, as everyone left. What is it that you want now? I think it would be wise if we reveal the true heroes and saviors of Konoha to the people. What do you mean? You can't be serious. Are you implying that we should tell who our Jinchuriki is to the public, in which there might be a chance that there might be spies from the other villages since the attack and all? And not only that, the people might take it in the wrong way, right after they suffered a huge loss. But I trust the people. Trust doesn't give you the protection and satisfaction, Minato, in this world. Trust can be betrayed in an instant. Like I feel right now. Seriously, enough. Leave. And this discussion is no longer necessary. The status will not be revealed to the public. I see. Well, we'll be on our way. Have a safe journey. As now we see, both of them were silent in the Hokage office as they looked down at the kid who was sleeping peacefully in Hiruzen's arm. I can't believe they did this. Yes, neither do I. I thought Minato and Kushina would have been, not swayed that easily. Understanding their circumstances, that both of them were orphaned at early age. It was Jiraiya who convinced them in the end. And something tells me that he made a grave mistake, Sensei. You know, it's one of those senses. Same here, Orochimaru. Same here. But I'm glad that you're here. So what are we gonna do with him? What else do you think? Sensei, I'm gonna adopt him. What? Said Hiruzen. Are you sure about this, Orochimaru? I'm already taking care of Anko. So, yeah. Might as well take care of Naruto as well. As Hiruzen then had a smile on his face. I still can't believe that I couldn't make you the fourth Hokage at the time. Well, I didn't want the position, as you said, first. And second, people were quite confident that Minato would bring some new kind of, changes in the village since he was the young blood. Yeah, that is true. Some change that turned out to be. Said Hiruzen as his mood got sour. Enough, Tojan. As I said, I'll take in Naruto-kun and raise him as my own. Plus, Anko was kind of bothering me to get married and, have a son or so that she could have a brother to torment. I pity his soul. Yeah, just make sure that he's okay, alright? Yeah, Anko is a sweet little snake. You don't need to worry about anything. Alright, I believe you. As now we have a time skip. Time skip of 5 years later, as we go towards Orochimaru's house, which was on the outskirts of the village. And his lab was right near it, only 10 footsteps away from his house. As he was working down in his lab, Naruto and Anko were at home. More like Naruto was resting and Anko Snake slithered in and grabbed Naruto and tied him up. As Naruto opened his eyes with a deadpan expression, seriously, Hakone-chan? Again? Come on, Brad, wake up. I gotta go and do some shinobi stuff, you know? You're a Konoichi. Yeah, whatever. Seriously, Hakone-chan, when are you gonna grow up? Says the puny-sized bean. Well, somebody has to act like a grown-up if you won't. Seems like you want some more punishment, Naruto-kun, said Anko with a serious expression as there was a tick mark on her forehead, as her arm extended and a lot of snakes came out. My little snakies wants to play. No. Naruto said as Anko was taking footsteps closer to him. And instantly, a chase began that led them both outside of the house, and now they were yelling at each other. Leave me alone, Hakone-chan. This is your final warning. Or what you're gonna do. As Naruto made a hand seal, as he then took a huge amount of breath inside, as Anko's eyes widened. Black oil! As Naruto shooted a huge amount of black oil, as Naruto called the jutsu, upon Anko, as Anko was completely now charcoal black as she stood there, as her eyes opened. You know, I hate you. This stuff doesn't come out that easy. You should have thought about that first. As Naruto then again was bitten by a non-poisonous snake. Ow, that hurts! They could be poisoned, you know. I know what snakes I use. You don't have to worry about that. And that is when both of them went completely cold and white as they looked towards the person standing behind them with a tick mark. You know, I was working downstairs, and because of your continuous noise and stomping up, my experiment failed. Sorry about that, Go-chan. You don't have to worry about anything anymore. I'll be going. I have Konomichi classes. Yeah, bye, To-chan. As Anko dashed away as Orochimaru sighed. Seriously, what in the hell are you two up to? And I forbade you to use that synthetic jutsu of yours. Seriously, To-chan, that is the most finest invention that I ever created. Your only invention, Naruto. You're 5, for God's sake. Yeah. Go on and take a bath. I'll be here. As now we see that Naruto went inside, as from behind him an old man came out. I see, the place is as lively as ever it could be. Orochimaru. Sensei, you're here. Yes, obviously I would be. I had to check upon you. You have been cooped up in your lab for way too long. I was getting worried. That's nice of you to, visit then. Come inside. I can't believe that Naruto, created a jutsu at the age of 5. He's a genius. You know, I still hated Orochimaru when I think about that day. As Orochimaru's smile faded, replaced by a frown, you know that I don't like to talk about that day. Don't you, To-chan? I know. So when are you gonna tell him, Orochimaru? You know, you can't hide that from him forever. As Orochimaru slammed his fist to the table. That is not up for discussion right now. He's still young. And when he's of the age, I will tell him the truth. Fine, you don't have to act like this. Jeez. A letter from them came actually. That is why I was here. As Orochimaru felt the jolt through his body. And the letter suggested that Naruto should be placed in an orphanage. As his grip tightened. What? What do you mean? I didn't tell them that he was under your care. I just said that someone was taking care of him for them. Someone they knew. And Jiraiya suggested Jiraiya should have known. You know, you two were teammates and at one time best buddies. That time has long passed, Sensei. Jiraiya has grown with his age into an egotistical maniac. And not only that, I think his brain has been eaten up by the AIDS that he has gotten by sleeping with huge amounts of whores and all. That is something that I can agree upon now. Anyways, don't overwork yourself, Orochimaru. And I'm not gonna reply to the letter. I'm gonna say that it never arrived. You know, they might get suspicious of your behavior like this. And what are they gonna do? Behead me or something? They can try. I know I have my means, Orochimaru. And how is your recent experiment going on? It failed. Well, don't, put yourself down. You still have a lot to work upon in the future. Okay, I'm coming out. As now we see Naruto coming out. As he saw his Gigi. Ah, Gigi, you're here. You could have told me. And it spoiled the surprise? What surprise? You forgot, didn't you? You remember the girl from the Hyuga compound? Ah, Hinata, my friend, right? Yes, I was invited to their birthday party. Hers specifically, and so was Orochimaru. But since he's busy, someone has to attend from his house. Hanko is busy with the Konomichi lessons. You're the only one that remains. So how about you tag along with me and we both can go there? Seriously? Can I? It's up to you, Naruto. If you want to, then go on ahead. Yes, thank you. As now we see Naruto dash inside to get changed and both of them just smiled. Now we have a time skip. It was already night from the evening. Anko has finally returned home to find that Orochimaru was also reading a book there. Where's Naruto? Oh, he has gone with your Gigi to the Hyuga compound for Hinata's birthday party. I see. Naruto the lady killer. Ha! Such a nice name for my brother. Geez, your brother that you're talking about. Not some... I know. I'm just kidding. As now we see, on either side, Naruto has arrived with Hiruzen and was enjoying the birthday party of Hinata, and there is where he met with the Uchiha siblings as well, the twins and their older brother, Itachi, Inami, and Sasuke, as the three of them were quite stoic and Naruto bumped into Inami. Hey, watch where you're going, okay? Sorry about that, said Naruto. Jeez. As Hinata then came along. Naruto-kun, Inami-chan. Do you know we just accidentally bumped into each other and I was just apologizing to the lady. At least you have some manners. I give you that. Geez, stop acting like a spoil sports, Inami. Whatever you say, Sasuke. Hey, nice to meet you. You're Naruto, right? Who lives with Orochimaru-sama? Yes. You must be Sasuke. As out of nowhere, Itachi appeared. Little sister, little brother, do not wander off so far, okay? Yes, Nissan. As then his gaze fell upon Hinata, who flinched. Happy birthday to you, Hyuga princess. May you have a happy life and a happy new year as well. Yes, since Hinata's birthday was near New Year, that is why Itachi said these words. And as for Naruto, he then said, It's nice to meet you, Naruto-kun, officially. As he had a small smile on his face. Nice to meet you as well, Itachi, son. You can call me brother as well. It is fine. Now, why don't you all go and get along? Yes, as now we see they all were playing together until Hinata got tired and was taken to her room. As Naruto then noticed that the pin that Hinata was wearing on her hair dropped. Oh, looks like she dropped something. Naruto said, Why don't you go and give this to her, Naruto? We could have gone, but... Look, he said pointing towards Itachi who arrived there. It is time for us to leave. Oh, I see. I'll take care of it. You guys don't have to worry. See you soon. Yes, bye. As Inami was smiling and so was Sasuke. And so was Itachi. As now we see Naruto arrive at their room, which was surprisingly open. And inside he saw some blood. What? Oh my god! He yelled out loud, cutting the attention of the elders. As Hiyashi arrived there. And so did Hisashi. And Hiruzen as well. Naruto, what happened? I came here to give Hinata this pin that she dropped. And as Hiyashi then noticed. This is Koharu's attendant. Look, the window is open as well. Kidnapping, said Hiyashi. Lock down the whole village. Now, on boost, splatter, and find out who did this. as the envoys began to search. It has been an hour and the envoys returned. So far, nothing has been found within the village and on the outskirts. As Naruto, who was deep in thought and was quite tense because his friend was now in trouble, did something then. They're not here. As Naruto's eyes were complete still. What do you mean, Naruto? They are on the north side of the village. On the outskirts, they're resting. They're not from this village. As Naruto then made a hand seal, as markings appear all over his body. Mokuton. Wood binding. As Naruto bounded them there, they're bounded there. You should send someone. Capture them. Hinata is safe. As instantly after that, Naruto eyes closed and he stood still. And after that, he then said, "What is going on? I blacked out, didn't I?" "Yes, you did, Naruto." As Hiyashi then said, "Now is not the time, Hokage-sama." "Yes." As some of the Yugas, Hiyashi himself, and Hizashi went there and were surprised to find that the three shinobis were actually from the Kumo, as they have arrived there for the peace treaty, but they were doing this, and Hiyashi was pissed. But luckily enough, they were caught. But what was found there more interesting than that was in wood bindings. And Naruto was the only one who said that they were here and they were found in wood binds as he yelled out the jutsu. And Hinata was safe as well. As Hiyashi was about to execute them, Hiruzen stepped in. "Wait, Hiyashi. Hokage-sama, please allow me to carry out the justice. I know they deserve this, but think about it. Kumo will want this. They want the Hyuga bloodline. That is why they were kidnapping this, and you are giving them a reason." As the codes between the village. Damn it. So what, I should just let them know? They are imprisoned, and a letter is to be sent to Kumo for further investigation. I see, Hokage-sama. Yes, my friend. I hope you can bear with this. And he then looked towards the Kumo delegate. This is not over. You and I are gonna have a long, lovely chat. As he cracked his knuckle. After that, Kage's letter arrives back from your village. As they all flinched and knew that what they have done was done. Take them to the specialty room and treat them kindly there, said Hiruzen, as the torture team took them there. As Hiyashi and Hiruzen and Hizashi were still remaining there. I still can't believe Naruto did all of this. How did he do this, Hokage-sama? Hiyashi said, now finally calming down. Does Minato? No, he doesn't, to be honest. And that was something that I myself don't know about. I think I have to bring this to Orochimaru. And I have to bring Naruto back as well. As now we see, time skipped to the late night as there was a knock on the door of Orochimaru as Orochimaru went downstairs to open it to see that it was his, father. Tojan, come inside. It seems Naruto fell asleep. That he did, but he did something else as well. Place him there on the lounge. I want to talk to you about something, Orochimaru. In your lab. Fine. Okay. As both of them went outside of the house into the lab. Alright, what do you want to say, Tojan? Naruto did something weird. He was, still, and when we were having trouble at the party, you see, as after Hiruzen explained everything, let's just say Orochimaru was baffled. How interesting. How can this be? And you say that Naruto as if was connected one with nature, more strongly than ever. That is the only reason I can come up with. I see. So, are you gonna look into it, Orochimaru? I will. You have piqued my curiosity. Do you think I should tell them? No, you shouldn't. They don't need to know about any of his progress. They don't even care about him. They didn't even bother to send in a letter for the past 5 years. Why now? I guess you're right. I understand your anger, but they are his parents. They have the right. They don't have any right to know. I raised him as my son, and he is my son. And that is going to remain that way, Sensei. I know, Orochimaru. I know that you have gotten attached to him and all, but still, in the end it is Naruto's decision. If he wants to leave, then he will leave to his parents. That is up to Naruto to decide, and I will reveal to him only once he comes of the age. I see. Well, anyways, you look into it. As now we have a time skip. Time skip of 5 more years later. Naruto was now 10 and was attending the academy. Unfortunately, the Uchiha massacre, as usual, happened, and Inami and Sasuke were the only ones who were survivors. But this time around, because of Naruto being there and being their support and all, both of them were brooding idiots. They were somewhat normal kids, but they had a lot of baggage on them. And let's just say Inami has gotten more possessive of Naruto now, and was quite frequently seen that she was quite protective of him as well from the other females. Same could be said for Hinata. She has gotten attached to Naruto more than ever after the incident, since it was revealed by the Yuga clan that Naruto was the one who did this. Plus, she had a crush on Naruto for quite a while now. As this was the life of Naruto, we go towards Orochimaru, who was finally, for the continuous experimentation, able to decipher that Naruto had a lot of closer relation with nature than he had ever thought. It even surpassed that of Hashirama, because his genes and Hashirama-sama's genes were more than ever compatible, but his were stronger, meaning he had more than ever ability of healing himself and the others, stronger than even him, and even used nature from far away distance after controlling and connecting one with nature like Naruto did, and amazing sensory abilities. And once this was revealed to Hiruzen, he had no other choice but to reveal this to the council. And once it was revealed to them, they were intrigued and wanted to tell this to, well, Minato and Kushina, but Orochimaru forbade them. And in the end, they all came to an agreement. Once they return, they will be able to find out, and they shouldn't disturb, as they have said, or Jiraiya have said, them and the Child of Prophecy. Now, as we go towards Naruto, who was resting at the age of 10 in his room while being tired for continuous work and schedule, we see that he was pulled into his mindscape once more. Yes, once more, as he arrived there to see that a huge fox was resting there. No cage, no nothing. Hey Kurama, why did you call me here? Hey kid, I just want to let you know that I have recovered most of my chakra, as I have mentioned before. Still can't believe that you of all the people are quite chill, and you are the one who revealed to me who my true parents were. Yeah, about that, I apologized already, okay? Still, it was quite a few, well, weeks since I got back on my normal life after, everything that you dropped on me like a bomb. Jeez, I apologize, kid. What do you want me to do? Said Kurama, as he was quite literally speaking politely to a human. Yes, a human, and a kid nonetheless who was his own Jinchuriki. As how this happened still intrigued him. You see, what happened was, a few years ago, when Naruto was at the age of 7, Naruto used his abilities again while Orochimaru was experimenting on him to find out what it truly was, not harming him. And he opened up his, eyes in his mindscape to see that behind a huge bar was two red eyes glaring at him. So he finally arrived here. Kyubi no Yoko. But I thought that the fourth killed you. Or that you were with the Child of Prophecy, Abe. You mean your father killed me? And your brother, the Child of Prophecy? What? So you don't know, I see. After that, Kyubi then began to drop each and every bit of bombs on Naruto, and Naruto was quite shocked by it. Damn. How can this be? You're not lying. I can tell. Seriously, kid, you did not knew? No, I didn't. But I always wondered. They always said chakra. I never was able to find out where the soul went. So, how do you come to that conclusion, kid? Well, everything that lives and breathes have chakra, meaning that everything that has to live and breathe must have a soul. So should the Bijus. So should you. Well, that is a nice conclusion, kid. Gotta admit, at first I wanted to tear you apart, but now I'm beginning to change my mind. And that was the beginning of a sweet relationship between Naruto and Kurama. And they have come a long way in the previous 3 years. As this was life of Naruto, as both of them were now chatting, we go towards the Uchiha Gakure's ruins. Outside of the ruins, there was a small hut that was created, more like a house, two-story house, in which both Minato, Kushina, and Menma were staying, while there was another shack nearby in which Jiraiya was resting. Because he was a pervert, he wasn't allowed in the house unless it was to eat or, well, talk to them. As now we see that Menma was being trained by all of them, and so far he hasn't been able to show any of the particular abilities of the so-called, well, the child of prophecy. They have been training him and focusing on him for the past 10 years, and so far nothing good. And he wasn't even able to maintain the Kyuubi's chakra out for too long. You know, Minato, said Kushina as both of them were on their bed. It was night time. What is it, Kushina? I'm tired already. If you want to, no, that is not something that I wanted to discuss about, said Kushina as Minato blushed. Oh, sorry. What is it? Well, it's about Menma. And you see, I think that, I don't know how should I say this, I'm his mother. The thing is that for the past 10 years, I don't think that it was worth it. What was? Coming here, leaving Naruto behind. What else, you idiot? Oh, I see. Well, in that regard, now that you say it, Menma does really haven't shown any abilities of that of being the child of prophecy, oh extravagant and prodigy little son of ours. And we haven't even gotten any letter back from, well, Hiruzen-sama about Naruto. Now that you are saying that, that is also correct. What do you think? Maybe we should, go back? Go back? But what about Menma? Take him with us, obviously, you idiot. Maybe it is time for us to, finally bring our family together. This was a waste of time, Minato. You have to admit it. As much as I hate to, well, you are right, hon, on this one. It was a waste of time. And, yeah, maybe it is time that we finally consider doing something humane. We have wasted the 10 years of our life spending our time away with one son while God knows what is going on with our other one. Yeah. And you know what? The next morning we'll discuss this with Jiraiya. Yeah, let's do that. And now we see the next morning came earlier than they expected, as Jiraiya was inside and so was Menma, and everything was revealed to Menma already. Wait, so I have a little brother that you didn't tell me about for the past 10 years, and he's still somewhere in Konoha, and I am here because I was the child of prophecy? Yes, Menma, but we don't believe that it is you any longer. So you want to replace me now? No, Menma, we're not. We're thinking of going back where your brother is, and where you all can reconcile. No. I am the child of prophecy. I was the chosen child of prophecy. I have the chakra. I have the power. I just don't know how to use it yet. How come you, my parents, give up on me so easily? Said Menma, or more like yelled these words out, as both of the parents were quite shocked by this behavior. Menma, calm down, son. Enough. If you don't want this, then go ahead. Go with him and with that loser. I don't care about him or any of you. I'm gonna stay here and train on my own. Sensei, say what he's saying is right. I cannot believe this. You're gonna abandon your son for what? For one soul, you're gonna abandon your child of prophecy? Think about what good he can do. I agree with Menma. I think we made a mistake, Sensei. We did not make a goddamn mistake. I did not make a goddamn mistake, Minato. The power, as the prophecy said, was beyond. You saw it. The Kyuubi caused the destruction. And it even fought with the first Hokage and all. Alongside Madara. How can you forget about that story that I told you? It will take time. It doesn't just, happen. These things take time, Minato. You have to trust in your son. We do, but still, we think that it is not worth it. If we have to try, we can try as a whole family. I don't need a whole family. All I need is your support. If you can't give me that, then I don't need you, said Menma, as he was looking at them while his chest was heaving and his teeth were clenched. I don't need you. As both Minato and Kushina were shocked, Menma, we're sorry, son, but we have to. As Kushina tried to comfort her, he slapped her hand away. Do not touch me. I can't believe this. A son that you didn't even care about, threw away. You're going back to him just because I'm not no longer necessary? I won't admit this. I'll prove to you how wrong you are, and I'll crush him like a punk that he is. Come with me, Menma. We're gonna go to Mount Miyaboku. We're gonna train there. And Minato, do not try. I'm gonna tell the toads that the connection is served with you for the time being, until further notice. Sensei, you can't do this. What if an emergency arises? Well, your son is there, right? The one that you think is the child of prophecy. But that I didn't. But Sensei, I didn't even said that it was Naruto. It is either Menma or him, and you said that Menma was a mistake to have a child of prophecy. So it might be Naruto, right? He's there. He'll help you out, said Jiraiya arrogantly. Come on, Menma. Let's go, kid. And in the end, even after protesting, they didn't listen, and both of them left. As now we see, as Minato and Kushina were packing, a toad appeared there. It was Fukusaka. Fukusaka-sama. I guess Jiraiya-sama has sent you to tell me that the connection is served. Yes, unfortunately that he has. I see. But you don't have to worry about that. Like him, you are also our summoner, and we are loyal to you as much as we are to him. You can summon us any time. Who are we to tell him everything? He may be our first summoner, but he isn't our leader or anything. I see. And aside from that, I think that you two are making somewhat of a nice decision, but it might be already too late. And as for the other side, Jiraiya and Menma, I think they are making a big mistake too. I have to keep a close eye on them while you try to go back to, well, hopefully, if nothing's too late. What do you mean by that? Usually a tadpole, when abandoned by a mother, among toads, there is some circumstances when another toad will attempt to, adopt that tadpole. And usually they are successful, even if they are sometimes. And I'm thinking that human call them adoptions as well. And I think something of that sort has happened if you haven't received any news so far. Because I haven't gotten any letter from Hiruzen. I see. Thank you, Fukusaka-sama. As now both of them were, well, having second thoughts. Second thoughts of about going back, and were fearful that their son might hate them. The other one as well, because one of them already did. What are we gonna do? Minato, we have to go back. That is the only way to find out. As now we see, one more month passed as Naruto was in the class, as news spread out like a wildfire that the Kage and his wife has arrived, but without the Sanin and the kid. Kurama, what do you think? I can sense my chakra somewhere else, but in a summoning realm. It is maybe the Toad's Mountain, I believe. Wow, that far, huh? Yes, and I presume that your parents use your sensory abilities to sense their emotions. They feel guilty, anxious, and sad. Must have something happened to them. Why don't we go and check it out? That we should, kid. As now we see Naruto, after requesting for a break, went outside. As he arrived at the Hokage office, where he knew they would be after sensing their chakra. As instead of hearing things, he went head first there. Well, no time to hide. Gotta do what we gotta do. Seriously, kid, you are one interesting human being. Thanks, I aim to please. Hello there, Tojan, Kajan. It's been a long time, I guess, since we met. No pun intended, but I was a baby, hey, when you left. Naruto said, as Orochimaru, who was there, was looking at Naruto alongside Hiruzen with shock. You knew? Yeah, kinda does happen when you have a demon that is sealed in your guts who becomes a friend with you. What? What do you mean, son? Said Orochimaru, as Minato and Kushina were surprised. Yeah, Tojan, as you heard. I have been talking to Kurama for the past 3 years, as out of nowhere a chakra construct in golden form of Kyuubi's head appeared. Sup, y'all? As everyone was literally shocked as they face faulted. I think you broke them, Kurama. That was the most funniest shit that I ever did. As you said, Naruto. Cool shit. Yeah, told you so. Younglings. It is refreshing, kind of. As now we see Kushina and everyone get up. Kyuubi, what have you done to my son? Oh, calm down there. I done something that I didn't do with you or any of my Jinchurikis. Made peace. Become friends. Try to understand each other. How? You're just a monster? Jeez. Even your kid sees that I'm not a monster. I have a soul, I have a brain, and I can think. But why did you attack our village? Ooh, got me there. Well, the masked person was, involved in there, and he claimed to be Madara Uchiha, and I can confirm that that person was not Madara, but he dispossessed Madara's Sharingan. What? Yes, Hiruzen, it is right. That was Madara's Sharingan. I can see that from miles away. Yes, Kyuubi growled. And Naruto and I have come up with a plan. What plan? That we are gonna go and hunt him down, since he might be hunting us down. The hunted becomes the hunter of the hunter. And the hunter becomes the hunted. That is quite interesting indeed, said Kyuubi with a smirk. Jeez, to stop acting like this. We are thinking about this though, but still, we are not agreeing to this yet. If that person emerges, we're gonna think about this then, and consider doing it even. No, you're not, said Orochimaru. Wait, what the hell is going on here? Why are you calling him Toho-chan and all? Well, he adopted me after you left. And not only that, he raised me as his own son, so I guess he has a right, if anyone else has, to be called my Toho-chan by me. Because I considered him as one, and consider Hokage-sama over there as my Gigi, because he was there for me as well. Where were you two? And where is even my other brother? Well, as everything was then spilled out by them. I see. So you think that it was a waste of time after only spending 10 years with him, not even considering that you two who might have been prodigies, but Menma wouldn't have been it, might have taken him some time to learn. As they were quite shocked that Naruto even was taking sides with them, but we were worried about you. For the past 5 years you weren't. I never received a letter. Neither did we. And after 5 years, you out of nowhere a letter arrives. I kept it hidden. Oh, I read those. What? Naruto, I forbade you to ever enter in my study. My curiosity kind of piqued and all, and I had to see. And I found that Uchiha literature. I kind of burned it down as well. What? Why? That thing was disgusting. I wrote my own book and published. What? The Fallen Star. As everyone was shocked. Now I see who the author named N was. It was you all along, Naruto. Yep, all alone me. But wait, where did the funds go? I couldn't have my own account in Konoha, so I asked Nei-chan. She only requested a bunch of supplies of dangos each month to keep it a secret, and I agreed. Jeez, that kid. Both of you. You need seriously answer my questions once we return home, as Naruto gulped. And why are you here and not in the academy, Naruto? Said Hiruzen. Oh shoot, I gotta go back. Bye. It was nice meeting you too. As Minato and Kushina were left flabbergasted. It seemed Naruto already is aware of your, being here and all, and has taken this quite well. That he has, Sensei, but I am happy that he chose me. What do you mean, he chose you, Orochimaru-sama? Said Kushina. As he said, he acknowledges you as his parents to only bring him into this world, but the one that has raised him is the true parent, without any blood ties. I could have just simply ignored him and followed your quest to send him straight to the orphanage, but I didn't. And I bore the fruit. Look at Naruto. He has grown up the person I wanted him to be. and not suffer like me and the others, orphans. And I am feeling quite ashamed of both of you, to be honest. That you two listen to a word of maniac. Sensei is not. Okay, maybe half of him is, but still, he's not a maniac, a complete one. Seriously? How can you justify that, Minato? I mean, look at him. All that man has done is just break off your family, and not only that, he has basically turned your son against you all. The other one, I believe. As both of them tried to answer, but they couldn't. And I was here to tell you before all of this fiasco, actually, that Tosama, I have gotten a news that a group named as Akatsuki is arising, and they might have a man that fits the description of the one who attacked Konoha all those years ago, claiming to be, well, Madara. Really? What does he go by? Toby. He has the Sharingan, and Itachi is amongst them, already infiltrated as we have discussed. I see. He also thinks that... Wait, Itachi? I believe that yes, he massacred the whole clan. I heard that you might have heard the news already, since it's already spread out like wildfire and all. But he wasn't the culprit. The culprit was Danzo, and he has been taken care of alongside with Homura and Koharu. They were executed in private. But we have to make sure that he was the one who was labeled as the one who did this, because he had to infiltrate the Akatsuki as he suggested. I see. What are they after? What do you guess? The Bijus, obviously. And Naruto or Menma are their own hit list. As this was going on, while Minato and Kushina were buried, we go towards Menma, who was trying his best to train. I will prove to them. I will show them. I will crush that idiot. But he doesn't even know that I existed. He was the one who was abandoned. As suddenly his eyes then flared red. His soul was being tainted and corrupted because of the excessive amount of power. He was being corrupted by the power within himself because the chakra was intoxicating, and only a soul of that caliber could handle it, meaning Menma's soul was inferior and couldn't. No, he needs to suffer like I'm suffering right now. I had everything, and that punk took away from me my everything. I will make them pay, and once they beg me, only then I will bring them back to myself. And on the other side, Jiraiya, he, was having his own fights with his inner demons. Instead of admitting his defeat, he looked at Orochimaru's face mocking him in his thoughts, and his ego inflated. He was gonna make sure that he even turns this failure of a kid into the child of prophecy, even if he has to. No matter the reason, he will be the one who will be right in the end. And he was gonna prove it, damn it. One way or another. As now we have a scene cut, as now we go towards Amigakure, as it was the hidden base of Akatsuki, their domain, as you go inside to see that all the Akatsuki members, the core members, have gathered there. Hidan, Kakazu, Deidara, Sasori, Kisame, Itachi, Pain, Konan, and Tobi and Zetsu. All of the 10 members were there. It seems everyone has arrived, said Pain. Yes. Now, every Jinchuriki has been assigned a group of people, and you have been gathering intel, I believe. Yes. All of them nodded, except for the Kyuubi's Jinchuriki, said Itachi. The soul we cannot use. The chakra is what we require. The chakra Jinchuriki is not within the village. But the soul can also be used. But it will lessen the power of the Ten Tails once it is revived. Inkaku and Ginkaku also possess the chakra of the Nine Tails. But they're not enough. We need more leaders, Sama. Well, we have to find him first, said a single being talking in two voices. It was Zetsu, half black, who spoke independently, half white, who spoke independently as well. Zetsu is right. We need to find our chakra Jinchuriki first. Focus that on more. And in the end, if all is not All is for naught. We have to use the plan B as he suggested. The Ten Tails will be awakened. Weaken or not, it will be strong still enough to defeat all the nations and start the Moon Eye plan. That is something that we are uncertain about, said Itachi, but we can try. Yes, that we will, Itachi. Now, all of you know what to do. As now we see, a few years passed after this meeting. The Akatsuki have been trying their best, doing what they could do. Infiltrate, attack, take the Jinchuriki, and a few weeks later the Jinchuriki appears, wind up dead with the explosive bird. And the explosive bird explodes after dropping the body of the Jinchuriki at the gates. This has been going on. Thankfully enough, the first Jinchuriki Gaara was able to save himself because of the sacrifice of, well, an elder. But the next and all of the other Jinchurikis were not so lucky, except for the Eight-Tailed who was strong enough to defend himself twice against two teams of different Jinchurikis. But Naruto was also in the same boat because Akatsuki was now getting close to its goal. And not only that, they only require two more Bijus. That's all might have to do for now, since they have gotten Inkaku and Ginkaku after Zetsu convinced them to get them. As now we see, Minato and Kushina, who have been trying their best to earn the respect and right to be called Naruto's parents once more, and Naruto has been indifferent to them but speaks kindly to them, which, well, makes them feel even more guilt, showing that he was the complete opposite of what Menma was. They were like yin and yang. Well, proves that Naruto might be the child of prophecy, and it only solidified even further when they saw that Naruto has amazing capabilities of using the abilities of Mokitan with the help of sensory abilities from far away. He was completely in sync and one with nature to be able to use all those abilities, and that is what made them sure. And not only that, the Biju was on his side as well. Naruto has very huge amount of power, and they have even entered the tuning exams and won it, and also have made a lot of friends with other villages. And even Eva of all the people were quite impressed with Naruto, to be honest, and were happy that they have made allied with themselves. In a few years, Naruto was quite the talk of the town and have become somewhat of a celebrity. And the Akatsuki, it was easy for them now to infiltrate Naruto, so that is what they decided. But Itachi was having none of it, as he finally saw his sister and brother, who have grown up now and were 14, and so was Naruto, were laughing and were chatting as well. And Inami looked like she had a blush on her face while looking at Naruto while he was laughing and chatting with Sasuke. And he stopped. Kisame, what? The target is inside. Let us leave for now. I have seen something that I don't want to spoil. Please, you said his Sharingan was activated. I'm gonna burn this memory in my mind. This is the happiest they have ever seen after the, well, massacre. I thought I couldn't see them this happy, but I guess I was wrong. Thank you, Naruto-kun. Now I have to get away from Akatsuki for some reason. What is it, Itachi? Oh, nothing, it's just this. As Kisame's eyes widened, as his heart was pierced out by his own teammate. What are you doing? I can't risk it. I have to get rid of Akatsuki. I have changed my mind. I do not wish for peace, because peace can be achieved instead of forcing it upon the others. You will pay for this. The Akatsuki won't let this rest. The Akatsuki can go to hell for all I care. I have found what's worth protecting, that I've been looking for all these years. As now we see, Kisame was betrayed as Itachi returned, disappearing in a murder of crows, while on the other side, Jiraiya and Menma were finally returning. And Menma was now even more unstable because of the continuous use of the excessive chakra and the power corrupting his mind. He was now completely a psychopath. Sensei, how many times do I have to tell you? He said as he snapped someone's neck. Who was Jiraiya's bed partner as Jiraiya looked indifferent. Again, kid. You have to stop killing people left and right. You're going to be their savior, and I am. But they have to listen to me first. I'm not gonna save their asses for free, you know. I'm not doing any charity here. If they want to be saved, they have to prove to me first that they want to be saved. And you have to stop wasting your time here. We have to go back to the village. I presume. Yeah, kid, you're right. We have to. And that is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna head back to Konoha. It is time to show them all, said Menma, that what happens when you mess with the child of prophecy, the true one. And that phony child of prophecy? He said with a sinister smirk, I'll burn him on a stake and let my parents watch from the first row seat. As Menma began to laugh maniacally. As now we see, Itachi appeared covered in blood on the other side. We were ambushed. Konoha, they knew about our existence. They know what we were after. They're gonna send in reinforcements. We have to get out of here. What? We have to evacuate now. As they did, Itachi smirked, and out of nowhere, Itachis of multiple clones of Itachis walked out, and they put everyone in Genjutsu. As the first one Itachi killed was Pain, the true one. I'm sorry, Nagato-san, but you have to die. And one by one, each and every Akatsuki member in an instant was killed by Itachi's own self, until he came face to face with Tobi, who also possessed a Sharingan and was able to detect the Genjutsu. Nice work, Itachi. Hello, Obito. Ah, so you know my existence. Obviously I knew. As Itachi began to cough and puke huge amount of blood. Looks like your deeds are catching up to you, Itachi Uchiha. What deeds? Your sibling thinks that you are the one who was behind this, and you used your genjutsu that can take away your lifespan quite a lot along those years, alongside now. And I think you won't be able to survive. You're right. I won't be. But so won't you be. What? As the activities of genjutsu as the other Sharingan user was trapped, as he then used Izanagi to burn the eye of the person. What? No! What have you done? I have taken away your only precious jutsu that you would ever use against me or my siblings. And now you're gonna pay like the rest of them. You and the Akatsuki. You're not gonna harm anyone. Nor my siblings, nor me, or anyone in the village. You're all gonna die. Now, this ends here. As the man who was now blinded lunged at Itachi as Itachi let him be. While he pierced his heart, Itachi's heart was also pierced. As he then said, Katon, flame devastation. As both of them burned alive to the crisp. As now we see Itachi shedding some tears, finally with a smile on his face while he was in agony, while the other one burned in agony. I can finally rest, Tojan. Kajan. Knowing fully well that you have been avenged, and Sasuke and Inami will be safe. I'm no longer needed here. As Itachi, with a smile on his face, finally rested, fighting with his inner demons for quite long, he was tired. And the Akatsuki, they were no more. But the news spread out as well, and everyone was aware of this. And on the other side, Jiraiya has appeared and challenged Naruto to a full-blown battle, in which Menma showed the psychotic side of his. But unfortunately for him, Naruto was able to subdue him with a single jutsu within 3 seconds alone, wood binding. So strong that not even a Biju, like of the caliber of Kyuubi no Yoko, could escape. And this person only possessed a chunk of Kyuubi's chakra that was able to corrupt him. Unfortunate. Your soul has been tainted by the chakra. Kurama, this is what happens if you separate the soul and the chakra. And I believe, Jiraiya, you were the one who suggested this. But it had to work. How didn't it work? Why do you have these powers? What kind of witchcraft did you use? Seriously, blaming witchcraft on this. You can't just admit defeat, do you, Jiraiya of the Sannin? Said Orochimaru. You detest me, Jiraiya. I can see that. And you detest Naruto. I'll kill this son of a bitch. And that is when Menma and Minato jumped in and kicked the shit. Kushina and Minato jumped in and kicked the shit out of Jiraiya. And he was arrested as well, and placed in a mental asylum within Uchiha. And as for Menma, he too, unfortunately without any recovery, branded as both the lost cause. And as for Naruto, he was seen as the next child of prophecy by all, as he was proven already. And not only that, he has also made good relations with the other Bijus that were rescued anonymously, and the other nations as well. Turns out the Akatsuki were dead, and the one behind it all was Itachi, the one true hero, but none was aware of him. A silent hero that won't be remembered. But fortunately enough, Naruto and the Bijus would, the everlasting beings, so his legacy wouldn't die here. And as for Sasuke and Inami, they cried, and even funeral was held, a private one. And in the end, Naruto fell in love with her after comforting her. And so for Hinata. And in the end, to avoid dispute, he had to marry both. And everything was good. Even if Minato and Kushina, as for them, couldn't be involved as parents for Naruto, they were involved in his life, but as only friends. Because that is what Naruto could see them as, friends and comrades. And some figures of the village, who he was on good terms with. Because he has become a pacifist like his father, Orochimaru, and his Jiji Hiruzen. Because it was their teachings and mannerism he has come this far, and he was going to aim higher with their blessings, and with the blessing of the nature as well. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this movie off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and stay tuned for a short story as well. It will be uploaded on my second channel soon. Anyways, this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace. Oh, P.S. Do let me know what you think we should do for the next series. Anyways, peace.